and then think about how the US thinks about them. We obviously don't fit into that category, but one practice that we do have very in common, and I've practiced this entire time, is the death penalty. Did you know that it's actually still illegal to shoot someone in the back of the head in Utah? That's what the government is doing right now. So I'm going to be talking about three different aspects of this, and that is cost and deterrence and the possibility of having an innocent person murdered here in the United States. So let's begin to the cost. The average cost of average murder case in the U.S. To sustain a person in jail for 50 years is approximately $1.2 million. To have someone incarcerated on the death row actually is around 2 to 3 times more than that. So it's around, I believe, 3.1 between 3.1 and 3.5 million dollars per case. And if you think about, that's where your tax money is going. So that is cost per case. Now let's talk about deterrence. So the big argument that a lot of people say is the death penalty actually is used as a deterrent to stop possible murders and crime for happening in the U.S. But a case in USA by a professor that actually works with the LAPD came up with the results that crime is rising at a rate of 4.9% in every major city in the U.S. So this only proves that the death penalty has no correlation to declining crime. Another study from a professor called Madry in Colorado University said that 78% of criminologists believe that the death penalty is not a deterrent, and if the people evaluating these psycho killers and murderers believe that it's not used to stop someone from committing a crime, then why have it at all? Let's talk about the innocence scale. So according to the Justice Bureau of the United States of America, they give you pure stats on all the different case courts, and they release all the documents, and they release a statement that there have been over 100 people on death row that have been killed innocently since 1978. That is 100 Americans killed by their own government. And that's because our justice system is not foolproof. It's not 100%. We know that people are put incarcerated years after, and the new evidence shows that these people are actually innocent. So why practice something where we have potential innocent people dying for somebody else's crime? So now I want to talk to you about more on the moral aspect and about the death penalty. And the death penalty is immoral. You're killing someone. You're breaking one of your own laws according to the U.S. government, because we're not allowed to kill someone. Why shall our government, our leader, do the same? Another thing is, why are you going to kill to show that killing is wrong? Now that is a big statement that a lot of people say, well, you know, we're going to punish them, we're going to kill them. Well, why are you going to do something to show that something is wrong? That is hypocritical of our government to think of that. So I talked about the cost, the deterrence, the possible having an innocent person incarcerated, and the moral aspect of the death penalty. So I believe it is immorally wrong and should not be practiced in the United States, along with the rest of the country. Most of our allies don't actually use the penalty, the death penalty. 1 out of 37 countries do. And it shows that the countries that do, their crime rates are not necessarily decreased as the rest. So I want you, and then, yeah, sure, that's what I talked about: cost, deterrence, innocence, and morally. Thank you for listening.